Emily in Paris is one of the biggest shows on Netflix right now, and for good reason. While some people might just hate watching the show, you can't deny the fact that it's ridiculously entertaining. But since season 2 wrapped up a while ago, you might be foggy on the details. So in this video, we'll take a look at the things you need to keep in mind before watching Emily in Paris season 3. First up, Emily is still a mess. Oh, Emily. She thought she could outrun her guilt and messiness with a quick trip to Saint-Tropez, but as it turned out, all that did was add more fire to the flame. After an ill-timed phone call with Gabriel blew up Emily's plan for a romantic getaway with Matthew Coqualt, and he bailed on the train ride, Emily was left to fly solo. Feeling sorry for her friend at the time, Camille decided to join in on the fun, unaware of Emily's secret rendezvous with Gabriel. With Mindy coming along for good measure, the trio headed off for the sun and sand. Unfortunately, Emily's beachside escape is cut short when Camille runs into Matthew and he alludes to her not knowing everything about Emily's other man in her life. Cue dramatic music. That was just the beginning of Emily's messy situation, and things just kept getting worse and worse and worse from that point on. At Emily's birthday party, Camille found the omelet pan with Gabriel's initials carved into it that Gabriel gifted Emily, the one and only thing that could have given away their secret. Taking matters into her own hands, Camille took the pan and flushed it in the toilet, then proceeded to expose Emily's secrets to her entire guest list. From that point on, we just got a glimpse into the sheer lengths Emily would go to prove that she's the good guy, even though, let's be honest, what she did was pretty messed up. From the looks of it, the whole Emily is a mess thing is going to continue on into the third season too. Next up, Alfie. When Emily is faced with the reality that her French class isn't as easy as she thought, she meets the aforementioned Alfie, a handsome but aloof classmate. Even though they immediately butt heads due to their differences in opinion on Parisian life, Emily loves it. Alfie hates it, and the two of them are eventually paired up for language practice. As their relationship progresses, Emily is torn between her feelings for Alfie and Gabriel, an unfortunate situation that only gets more complicated when the two men meet each other. After Alfie finds out about Emily's past with Gabriel, he confronts them both, yet they manage to assure him that things are done and over with. All in all, Emily and Alfie's relationship is a lot easier than her complicated history with Gabriel. They have fun together, make each other happy, and their bond only grows stronger throughout the season. Ah, l'amour. Viva la romance. Alfie's had a week to decide if he and Emily should make their long-distance relationship work, but with Emily's mind elsewhere, namely on Gabriel, it looks like he might have thrown his heart away in vain. After confiding in Mindy, Emily rushes off to tell Gabriel that she loves him, only to discover that he and Camille have rekindled their romance and are moving in together. So, what's next for Emily and Alfie? Only time will tell, but one thing remains clear. Alfie will always be the man that got away. Or did he? We're going to have to tune in to season 3 to find out. Coming up, Xavier's insane downfall. Madeline was back in season 2, 6 months pregnant and ready to shake things up at Xavier. Her arrival in Paris put Emily in an awkward spot as Madeline attempts to impose the Gilbert Group's policies, which don't quite align with those of French luxury. When Sylvie refused a client due to their expensive price tag, Madeline was taken aback. To get to the bottom of it, Madeline traveled from Chicago to Paris expecting Xavier to be a corporate giant, but she was met with disappointment when she found out that this wasn't the case. It's not about money or marketing any product, but rather luxury in client relationships. Needless to say, Madeline was desperate to seize control, but her eagerness threatened Emily's progress multiple times. At a party for Antoine's perfumery, Madeline is ready to put her foot down about the low fee that Xavier has been getting from their biggest client despite his business growing tenfold since he first hired them. But she confronts him about it. Sylvie counters with how deals are respected in France, and then we learn the real reason why his fee is so low. It turns out that Antoine's wife spilled the beans about their now-ended affair, leaving Madeline questioning Sylvie's future with Xavier. Fortunately for Sylvie, Emily steps in and encourages Madeline to hold off on any termination plans because of the incredible skills Sylvie brings to the table. Meanwhile, Sylvie has an entire plan churning of her own. While Madeline might have just killed Xavier, Emily might just have great work prospects lined up in the future. Up next, Gabriel isn't Prince Charming. While he's all Prince Charming for Emily, Gabriel has been the puppet master of the whole love triangle from the start, with all the information he needs to make responsible decisions. But does he? Of course not. As Emily and Camille become friends, Gabriel continues to play his selfish games without any regard for anyone else. Season 1 left Camille and Gabriel's relationship in a weird place, with Emily thinking that Gabriel was about to leave, and what did she do? She decided to find out how it felt to be with him. Not the best decision on Emily's part. Season 2 takes it further. While Camille is dealing with the heartbreaking loss of her 5-year relationship, Emily attempts to make better choices, yet she still doesn't receive any help in making the right ones. All the while, Gabriel continues to juggle between Emily and Cammy, with no end in sight. It's becoming painfully tedious. Will they ever make a decision? Will Gabriel finally get his comeuppance? Maybe, but probably not. Not to mention, Mindy got to shine. Mindy was really out to shine last season. She leaned on Emily more and also pursued her passion, singing. We got the privilege of seeing more into Mindy's inner workings. From performing at a drag club to creating music with her new band, Mindy definitely got to explore different styles of singing. Even if she got a case of tonsillitis along the way, but that didn't stop her from having a blast. All in all, Mindy really took center stage last season, and it was definitely something to remember. With that, it also opened doors to a potentially Mindy-filled storyline in season 3, considering she's been such a fan favorite this past year. Let's not forget there might be Emily in London. Since Alfie dropped the whole bomb about moving and all, there's a possibility that for a season, Emily in Paris could be packing her bags and hopping across the pond to London. They gave us enough of a hint by showing the fact that Alfie might just be the perfect man for her, but would she really go for it? That's not all. Rumors are swirling that Kim Cattrall's beloved character from Sex and the City, Samantha, will join Emily there. She may become Emily's new boss and mentor at the Gilbert Group's stunning London branch or an independent PR firm. Speaking of characters, fans are hoping Mindy will also be making the trip to London. After all, her hilarious one-liners and general prowess could make any city seem like a pop star destination. It's exciting to think about Emily exploring new European cities and meeting new characters that would keep the show fresh and entertaining. Speaking of needing something fresh, the love triangle might just be over. We've seen the whole love triangle thing play out in 2 seasons already. Right now, it's been more who will Gabriel choose than Emily in Paris. And frankly, everyone's tired of it. But the great thing is that the way season 2 ended, we might just be getting a brand new storyline. You see, Sylvie offered Emily the job. That's basically perfect for her. She and Mindy will be getting their own apartment, which literally puts physical distance between her and Gabriel, which was low-key the gateway to the whole triangle situation in the first place. And if that wasn't great enough, we're seeing Camille and Gabriel's relationship end near the end of season 3. Plus, with Emily settling into her new job and life in Paris and not obsessed with picking between Gabriel, Matthew, and Alfie, she'll have to face the fact that no matter what Gabriel does, she can't just go running back to him like before. It will be so relieving to see Emily actually start growing up and making decisions that are true to herself. All in all, season 3 of Emily in Paris is sure to bring us some new plot points, fresh storylines, and exciting developments we can all look forward to. We've also got the fact that Camille was the real winner. Even though the show is about Emily, we can't deny the fact that Camille was the real winner here. Despite her rash and hurtful actions early on, Camille manages to make up with Emily, and the two even come to an agreement of not getting romantically involved with Gabriel. However, as Emily struggles to keep that promise and fight her feelings for him, Camille slowly worms her way back into his life by attending Chez Laveau's opening night and helping out with the crowd. But the real win here might be the fact that Camille might actually decide to dump Gabriel this upcoming season. If she does, there's potential for Camille to get back into the fold with Emily, and the girls might have their own Paris adventures of their own. If not that, there's also the chance that Camille might just bow out of the storyline altogether. Overall, Camille hasn't really been the one that's lacking in any way. She got the upper hand in season 2, and she might just continue on that streak in season 3 too. And that's a wrap for today's video. What's the one thing that you think will be super important going forward into season 3? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you next time.